I don't like this, Zelda. What if Mewtwo's gone and killed Fox? Or gotten himself killed trying?
Again, Mewtwo is right to be angry at Fox. Let's leave him to calm down. He'll return when...
That's what we all said about Fox, right? He was mulling over his constant losses. We let his anger fester and boil, and look what happened! I just don't want to lose another friend.
And you aren't, Marth.
Mew! But why is Fox...
I still haven't forgiven him for what he's done. But he does have an explanation for all that's happened. Allow me to share what I've learned.
That's still a bit out there, if I'm being honest. But I suppose it's better than nothing.
Fox, you're certain this entity has left you?
For now, at least.
That's what I'm afraid of.
Why is that?
The way I see it, this entity seems to operate like a parasite. It fed off Fox's negative emotions until it gained enough control to use him. And if it's left, there's always the chance it can return to control him again, or find a new host.
It already has, Princess.
Roy?
Only in name. After realizing how weak Fox was, I chose to seek out a new host, and your friend was the perfect candidate.
You'll come to regret that. I've beaten you before, and I'll continue to do so as long as you corrupt our companions.
Mewtwo!
This form is far more adept at dealing with close combat. True, I lose the ability to reflect certain attacks, but...
Enough talk!
Zelda, get Mewtwo out of here! We'll hold him off!
No! I can still...
Mewtwo, come on! We can deal with it later! Now's our chance to fall back and make a plan! We'll meet at Peach's castle.
You're mine now!
Keep your eyes open, Fox. What?
Did you really have to wait until the last second?
Just be glad I intervened at all. Now, let's try to find where the others went.
I'll call a couple of our wings to pick us up. Then we can make a pit stop at the Great Fox.
Why?
If it's all the same to you, I could do with a quick shower. Ugh. And some fresh clothes.
And here I thought this form would be stronger. Pity.
What? How'd I end up here? Marth? Why was he with him?
No fair! You're clearly cheating!
All's fair in home and run contests, Bowser. The rules only stipulate that you hit the sandbag. There's nothing that says you need to use the bat.
You've got the frickin' Triforce of Power! That's the only reason why you can hit it so far!
Oh, come now, Koopa. You came fairly close at 3,248 feet.
Your record's triple that number, you big... Roy! You okay, pal?
Bowser? Bowser, Ganondorf, we've got trouble.
You look pale as death, Roy. What's the matter?
He's back. I don't know how, but Fox is back.
Fox!
I knew I should have killed him when we had the chance.
It gets worse. He had Marth, Zelda, and Mewtwo with him.
It would seem he's taken everyone who's able to sense his powers the first time. Perhaps as a means of making sure he remains undetected.
Roy, you ain't gonna go round everyone up. I'll meet you all at the temple so we can coordinate something.
You got
Of
it.
course.
Thank you for your assistance, Mario.
Don't mention it. You guys know I'm always available for treatment. So, it's all true? Fox wasn't the enemy?
No, but whatever corrupted him is still out there, possibly still using Roy as its host.
And we still have no idea how to confront it. That would certainly make things much easier.
Mewtwo? Zelda?
Fox!
Hello, Mario.
Been a while, Fox. You're sure you're back on our side?
Seems like it. And as long as that entity's still out there, I'm worried about, well, going back.
Fox, you mentioned earlier that it first revealed itself to you right after your exile. Where exactly were you sent?
It's hard to explain. The thing described it as on the fringes of reality itself.
Final destination. The beginning and the end of all things. The oldest remnant of our universe's conception.
You know about this?
I've heard of it, yes. It takes an inordinate amount of power just to reach it, let alone return from there. Since Ganondorf was responsible for bringing you there, Fox, I imagine the Triforce of Power made it easier for him to travel.
But why does that matter? What will going back there do for us?
If we could somehow lure it there and draw it away from everyone else, we might have a chance of defeating it without causing further harm.
But there's no guarantee that we'll...
Mario!
Quite an ingenious plan you've concocted, Princess. It's true what they say about your wisdom. I suppose I will indulge in your little game then, provided that you figure out how to reach the final destination, of course.
Be silent, you miserable!
Mewtwo. Save the threats for when we meet. Until then. What happened just now? I blanked out for a moment.
We received a formal invitation from our friend.
But like it said, we need to find a way back to the final destination.
And as you pointed out, Mewtwo, it takes great power just to achieve that.
Zelda, do you think you could use the Triforce of Wisdom's power to transport us there?
I don't know if it works that way. The Triforce of Power would be better suited for teleportation on that kind of scale. But if it means putting an end to this ordeal, I'll give it a shot.
All right then, on my mark. 1, 2, 3.
Mario?
What's up, bro?
Where'd Fox and the others go?
It's quite a mouthful. Why?
Roy just showed up. He said there's another meeting going on at the temple about them.
Son of a bitch.
It worked!
Final destination. The beginning and end of not just our world, but of this threat to it as well.
Well done, everyone. Glad to see you've all arrived so quickly. And in one piece to boot. That leaves more for me to tear apart.
So, are you done speaking through puppets now? Do you even have a true form to show off?
Patience is a virtue, my dear Fox. Ironic, since it was your lack of said patience that started this whole mess. But before we begin, I have some final things to take care of. First...
No! Where are they?
My main quarrel is with you and that pathetic excuse of a puppet. The others are elsewhere, to put it bluntly. But they'll be in good company soon enough. Observe.
What's going on here?
Emergency meeting.
On whose authority?
On our own authority. I don't seem to recall Zelda being the only one allowed to summon everyone. And this partially pertains to her anyway.
Pertains to Zelda.
Alright, everyone, listen up. As Roy and I might have already explained, Fox somehow found his way back here.
And he also has taken control of Mewtwo, Marth, and Zelda. Considering those three were the biggest threats to his plans the first time, he clearly targeted them first.
You knew Zelda was captured and you didn't tell me first?
Does it make any difference?
Yes, it does. I'm her chosen knight, her sworn protector. I should always be the first to know if her life is in danger.
Now, I don't know if he's managed to corrupt them like he did with us before, or if they willingly chose to side with him. But whatever the case may be, finding them is our top priority.
They stopped by the castle just before you showed up, Roy. They didn't appear to act any differently, but...
Then that means they voluntarily joined Fox.
I have a hard time believing that. Mewtwo wouldn't forgive the murder of Pichu so quickly. He had to be brainwashed somehow.
Anyway, they said something about going to, Final Destination, I think it was?
Crawling back into the hole Fox came out of? Why would he do that after going through the trouble of returning here?
They kept mentioning something about an entity, called a dear friend. But then again, Fox said he wasn't the bad guy anymore. I don't know what to believe.
Well, whatever is behind all of this, we need to find a way to this final destination. Save our friends and put down Fox for good.
You heard him, everyone! Time for one last rescue!
Bowser?
I'm feeling kinda lightheaded all of a sudden.
Bowser!
Not again.
What are you doing with them?
Working through an army showed some promise during our initial scheme. I would like to use that tactic one last time before properly revealing myself. How many different techniques can you counter at once? Let's make this interesting. What's wrong? Worn you ragged, have I?
We'll take on as many challenges as you like, but so long as we work together.
We will beat you!
If I keep this up, perhaps. But I assure you, neither of you are prepared for what comes now. Now you see me as I truly am. I suppose then I should formally introduce myself. You may call me Rozzanic.
Alright, Rozzanic. Before we end this, answer me one simple question. Why?
You and I aren't so different, Fox. We both possess tremendous skills in combat, and that alone warrants supremacy above all others. But as you can see, I couldn't pull off my schemes in my default body. Hence why I chose to work through puppets.
You used me because of my own feelings of resentment. Because I left myself vulnerable to you.
And I had been under the impression that, ultimately, you were still the dominant smasher. But it seems you really have gotten weaker. At the very least, everyone else simply grew to be on par with your level of skill.
Why our world, though? With the powers you have, could you not easily target others?
I've already conquered and razed dozens upon dozens of worlds, using the same tactics I've employed against you. But no other world I have ventured to has ever had such a diverse, capable group of warriors to harbor myself in and take control of. I figure that if I conquer a world populated by such physically powerful inhabitants, then I could conquer any world I wish to afterwards.
But you won't be able to, because we won't allow you to rule over us!
Fox!
Oh, I don't think I'm content with simply ruling over your world anymore. Perhaps I'll keep your friends as my personal army, after I end your lives. It seems like I was wrong to operate through vessels all this time. You really have no idea how to counter me as I am now. You think you're brave defying me like this, Fox? All you're doing is reminding me of how weak you really are.
But it seems you're not without weakness either.
What's this? You're actually...
Beating you? Sounds about right.
Fox!
I have a plan, Mewtwo. Remember how how it got Pichu killed?
Just watch yourself, Fox. This is for you. Pichu.
You actually defeated me. I was right then to target your world. Such strength.
What just happened?
Did everyone else black out too? Was that just me?
Mewtwo? Fox? What happened?
Where's the entity?
Gone. That's all that matters. But that was quite the shot he got in. Looks like... Looks like it's finally starting to kick in.
Fox, don't worry. I can use my magic to heal.
No, Zelda. If this is how it has to end, then that's fine with me. I'm sorry. Sorry I couldn't redeem myself earlier.
Fox, you've done more than enough to earn redemption. We forgive you.
Thanks, Mew. I just hope that Pichu is willing to say the same to me. Maybe I'll even get to hug it out with the little guy. Maybe Faith will be by my side.
Look, we can all agree that whatever just happened is strange, but we can't let that distract us now. We still need to decide on pursuing Fox and the others.
That won't be necessary.
There you guys are!
Where were you? And for that matter, where's Fox?
Fox is no longer with us. And it can be said that he wasn't for a long time. But in his final moments, he returned to us.
Mewtwo?
Everyone, this has been a very complicated matter. Far too complicated to explain in words. Thus, I'm going to use my psychic abilities to simply share my memory of these events with you all. Brace yourselves.
Damn! This just gets crazier and crazier, huh?
Wait, so Fox wasn't behind all this?
Rozzanic was just using us all as toys, and we played right into his hands.
We can never forget the horrific acts committed in Fox's name. But I ask that every one of you remember the great deed he performed for our sake, and the high price he paid for this redemption.
I want to say thanks again to all of you. I only wish I could thank Fox, too, and that I could have helped in some way. Marth, I think I'm gonna stand by what I said earlier about...
It's alright, Roy. I understand. But can I at least count on you to continue supporting me?
You know it, old friend.
So, Roy's gone into retirement.
It's a shame seeing such a passionate fighter go.
But at least he's staying as a spectator.
Yes.
You're thinking of joining him, aren't you?
This has been quite an exhausting experience. And though I've gotten stronger because of it, I think I've had my fill of fighting. I'll continue to watch you all from afar, but I want you to promise me one thing.
Anything, Mew.
Keep striving to be the best. Accept every victory, but take every loss with stride. That's how Fox was before he fell victim to Rozzanic's evil. and I think he would like it if we tried to emulate that part of him.
We'll do our best, Mewtwo.
For Fox.
Pichu, we always strove for greatness, you and I think I finally honored your last wishes. I kept fighting. I rarely lost faith in my abilities. And because of that, I've not only become a more powerful fighter, I finally avenged you. Fox, I'm sorry we couldn't have helped you sooner. Your story will be remembered as a tragic one of selfishness and sorrow. But you've also been avenged, to a degree. I hope that your legacy will inspire all fighters, now and in the future, to avoid succumbing to bitterness and hatred, and to work together toward reaching the same heights you once did.